No, whoop. Hold on. See, I get everything in this new. I get everything in this new setup, and the doggone things still don't work. Stand by. Making adjustments as we go. It's like, isn't that what we always do here? Okay. Now, visually, it looks like we got everything ready. This is what I get. This is what I get. It seems like I had everything prepared, and no, it just not not the case.
It's because it's Monday. What the hell do you expect?
Yeah,
I know. I had a playful argument with my wife this morning, and it's like she says you got to get in the studio, and I borrowed from my wife Jody. I don't wanna.
It's Monday. We got a lot to talk about since we've been off the last few days. So you know what I say to all of that?
Go ahead.
Let's go.
Say it.
Let's go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning. Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Oh yeah!
Let's go, baby. Let's do it.
The crew is back together.
Oh yeah.
And we're about to raise some hell.
Let's do it.
Good morning and welcome to the Manic Monday edition of Snowman in the Morning, the best sports talk on the air. This is the place where this is the place where the truth gets told and nothing is hidden.
Like LeBron James flat sucks.
Is here. Droid is it? Droid's actually here.
Yeah.
No, because he said he was at the dentist, and I didn't know if he'd make it back in time. Victor's here. The dog is here, and the dog ain't gonna like me in about 2.5 minutes.
I have 3 words for the dog.
No. What did you do?
I have 3 words for the dog when he said about LeBron's defense sucking. The utter blasphemy.
Shut up. Speaking of defense, we got a throwback to 1990. I'll tell you later. We got a throwback
like
to
it's 1999. What?
Shut up. I was getting there. Yeah, we're going to throw it back to the NBA World Championship Series is set. We're going to throw it back to 1999, Spurs and Knicks. We'll talk all about that. Don't look now, but the White Sox have won 5 in a row. They swept the Detroit Tigers yesterday, and I'm going to talk about this young team.
Wait,
also,
we're actually going to talk about baseball?
I think we're still...
Yes.
Yes, we are. And also, we may even dip into the arcade today because Deestradamus has something up his sleeve. But now let's go to our play of the day to start things off. It's from Game 7. He already did. It's from Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. And Droid, I will let you set it up, my friend.
Listen, when I joined the stream, it was fire, fever. And then after that game concluded, a blowout for the Fire. I believe it was 100 points to, I think, 80? It was 84. 84. 100 to 84.
Yep.
Brian and I joined the StreamYard, and Brian was like, just take the call, Droid. I was like, okay, cool. And at 6 minutes and 40-ish seconds, Luke Cornett, the former Boston Celtic, made this defensive play.
And get a pick and roll. And Hartford, Castle Hartenstein overplay. Took it away. They want the double dribble, not called. Hartenstein blocked by Cornett. Oh, Cornett goes up and stops it.
And to think that Boston
block,
let him go.
The block that saved Game 7 for the San Antonio Spurs.
That play of the day is brought to you in part by it was. Julian Champagne. Was Wemby the conference finals MVP, or was it Champagne who was the conference finals MVP? We'll answer that in a moment. Our play of the day brought to you in part by Mint Mobile. Now you can pay for mobile service 3 months at a time to a year in advance. Visit mintmobile.com for all the details, and visit mintmobile.com for a very special offer. 3 months for $45. I took advantage of that. So did my wife. Mintmobile.com is where you need to go.
Unanimously, Victor Wembanyama was the Western Conference Final MVP.
Wemby. And rightfully so. Okay, I'm going to take an idea from Dietz. We're going to wrap up the weekend whip around style like this. I was busy this past weekend. The Fever went on the road twice, once to the Bay and once to the Pacific Northwest.
And he mooted.
Mooted, sir.
He mooted.
Will you quit? Will you get out of my truck? Let me try this again.
I'm not in your truck.
Yes, you are. Fever, the Fever went on the road twice against the Valkyries on Thursday and the Portland Fire on Saturday. And unfortunately, they lost both. They lost to the Valkyries 90 to 88. They had a chance to tie or win the game, but Aaliyah Boston missed a 15-footer. And they got blown out in Portland, 100 to 84 in a defensive debacle. I will talk more about that later on this week. And trust me, I got a lot to say. Don't look now, but the White Sox have won 5 in a row. They swept the Detroit Tigers yesterday, 2-1. Colson Montgomery tied the game in the 7th, and then Tristan Peters
mooted again.
Happened again.
As I was saying, Tristan Peters won the game in the 7th inning with a run-scoring single. They hit the road tonight against the Minnesota Twins for the first of 3, then a day off on Thursday, and then 3 more at Philadelphia, which means me and JJ are going to fight. All 6 games will be broadcast here on the channel live beginning tonight at 7:40 Eastern.
I can't wait. White Sox baseball is back, baby.
And And there's something else going on. We like to call it the Stanley Cup Final. We'll talk more throughout the week, but it begins tomorrow night. Shut up. It begins tomorrow night. I'm going to put the headset on for that also. The Vegas Golden Knights, who vanquished, beat up, drilled, and smacked the Colorado Avalanche, the preseason favorite. Not only did they beat them up, smack them, and kick them in the ass, they swept them 4-0. They will face the Eastern Conference. I'm going to be busy. I'll put it that way.
Jeez.
I'm going to be busy because I'm going to have like 4 monitors in here doing all this stuff. The Vegas Golden Knights and the Carolina Hurricanes begin the series in Carolina. That will be tomorrow night. 8 p.m. is our pregame time. 8:30 for the face-off, and I think Jordan will correct me if I got that wrong. But we'll have not only the Stanley Cup Final here on the channel, we'll have the NBA World Championship Series, and we'll have some baseball, White Sox baseball, as we revive our baseball coverage. Just had to put it on the shelf for a little while Snowman got healthy. I am back. I'm ready to roll. And that's the Whip Around presented by Fanatics.
The only time of year I can be proud to be a Jayhawks fan.
Canes in 5.
And in one last piece of news dealing with the Whip Around, Denny Hamlin recovered from a opening lap jump start penalty to win in Nashville after a 1-hour rain delay. And, of course, paid tribute to the fallen Kyle Busch on the front straightaway post-race.
Well, I thought we'd be able to go to a break, but I think we got to wait a couple minutes because StreamYard is being StreamYard right now. That's why I've been playing around with other carriers. So stand by with us, folks. We're going to go to a break in a moment, but I'm going to give the floor to Dietz for a moment, and I'm going to start with a question. Actually, no, I'm not. We're going to wait to take our break because there's a story that Dietz is wanting to hit. False start, yes. False start, yes.
False start, offense.
And that
everybody
usually
but the
happens.
Center.
No,
everybody but the center. That's the best call.
Hey, wait until we start quarter number 6.
Yeah, wait till quarter number 6 gets here.
Quarter number 6 between the Green Bay Packers and Dietz and Victor's Dallas Cowboys.
Yep.
Good Lord. And you got to call it quarter. I'm waiting on commercials to load here, folks. And you got to call it, you got to say quarter number 6 because they played 5 quarters of football last year and nothing got settled. Why? And it ended tied.
40-40.
40-40.
It ended in a tie, 40 apiece. We got Damian Hernandez in the house with us. Do y'all think Underdog will make SGA Operation Board Game now that OKC is out? Oh, geez.
Ooh.
Here goes Damian.
Ooh.
Napoleon brings up a point.
I did. Dear Athletics, what the heck was that game yesterday? I'll tell you what that game was yesterday. 13 runs in the 3rd inning.
Oh my God.
I'll tell you what that game was, and I'll quote Dale Earnhardt, an ass kicking.
The New York Yankees yesterday trailed 3-0 going to the top of the 3rd inning.
Who was the starting pitcher?
By the time the top of the
No.
I have a better answer, but I won't reveal it here. By the time the top of the 3rd inning was done, it was 13-3 New York.
Oh, my God.
The last time we saw 10 runs before an out was produced was 2009, and it was my beloved Red Sox against the Angels. No, it was against the Marlins, my mistake.
Marlins.
And that was a game they ended up winning like 20-3.
Listen to that sentence again. 10 runs before an out was recorded.
That's painful.
They batted around twice.
Oh,
twice.
It's like a whole chunk.
Twice.
Two times.
Two times.
Where's Pizzle when we need him? Two times. They got it around two times.
That sounds like a whole chunk game, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Victor and I did when Victor and I would cover travel ball. Man, there were so many games that we covered where teams batted around. Not only, this is for Pizzle and for Deets, not only 2 times before an out was recorded, but I had a game where the team batted around 3 times.
I did too.
Before an out was recorded.
I did too.
Sounds like me when I was last playing men's fall softball league.
Well, let's move on here. Don't look now, but the Chicago White Sox are cooking.
Mm-hmm.
They entered this weekend 4 games back of the Central Division lead.
Right.
And thanks to a sweep of the Detroit Tigers, they are now only 1 game back of the division lead.
Wow.
That offense has been firing.
I told everybody to keep their eyes on this team, even after we got blown to smithereens by the Milwaukee Brewers and blown to smithereens by the Florida Marlins. After that Florida Marlins game that I did, Victor and I had a conversation, and Victor asked me, well, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it this way. I haven't done it like this in a while, and I'm going to do it today. All right.
I was about to say, you need the dog on camera?
I better. Give me this dog on camera.
Mooted.
Even after we got blown the hell out in the 2 games that I did, and I've done 2 other games since then, I had to put the White Sox on the shelf because I had health problems here. We had a lot going on here at the house, and I had to figure out which way I was going to go with my coverage. And then the fever season started, and y'all know the end of that story. I told people to watch this young team, even after we got blown out by the Brewers and blown out by the Marlins. Not only blown out by the Marlins, but shut out by the Marlins. Victor asked me a question, and he said, is this team actually going to compete? I said yes at that time. Victor doubted me. And I mean,
I didn't doubt you. I doubted the White Sox. I didn't doubt you.
Oh, a lot of people did. Oh, a lot of people did.
And when you
now
talk
look
about
at these young guns.
When you talk about a game, the first game where you score the first run and the last run, but you don't score anything past that.
Don't do anything in between that.
Right. How can you blame me?
No. Could you blame me? Because I went off after that game.
We both did.
We both went off after that game.
I think the White Sox hurt us.
But these young kids do not quit.
No.
In fact, in this last homestand where they went 6-1. 6-1 on this homestand. The only loss was an extra inning loss to the blank Minnesota Twins.
Yep.
5-3 was that final score. That was the only loss on that homestand. Now they're 5 games above 500. They repeated a feat that they did in 2021 because in 2021, they won their 30th game on May 29th. 5 years later, they won their 30th game of the year on May 29th. Victor, I'm going to say a sentence. You're a fellow Southsider, and I think you'll agree because we've watched them grow up.
Yeah.
I think these kids are ready to take control of the Central Division.
I think so too. I think Central Division has kind of hurt themselves. It seems like they've kind of gotten just a little bit weaker than what they were before. But this team has shown that they can get back to basics. Like I said, when I watched the Cubs and White Sox do battle, I was waiting for this type of game. They're getting back to the fundamentals. They're getting back to the small ball. They're getting back to runs batting in. They're actually hitting with runners in scoring position. Who'd have thunk it?
Which is what our biggest bugaboo was. We wanted to see the White Sox produce with runners in scoring position.
Mm-hmm.
Man, have they ever lately.
Now, I say it is a long season. We're just in the first quarter of this season. So there could be hiccups. Injuries always around the corner, but I am loving what I'm seeing from this team.
You mentioned injuries, and the White Sox have a big injury right now. Munetaka Murakami is on the injured list with a groin injury for the next 2 to 3 weeks. But Edgar Caro is there. Miguel El Tigre Vargas is there. Colson Montgomery, who hit his 15th home run yesterday.
Wow.
15 home runs for Colson Montgomery, and we're just getting to June.
Yep.
We're just getting to June. Murakami has 20 home runs, and we're just getting to June.
Mm-hmm.
The last White Sox player to hit 20 home runs before the month of June, I think you all know this. Name. Frank Thomas.
The big hurt.
And he did it 2 times.
Well, the problem with the White Sox and everything that's going on is the AL Central. They can do fine in the AL Central, and you look at the deeper statistics of baseball right now.
Mm-hmm.
The White Sox can do fine in the AL Central because almost every team in the AL Central has a minus run differential.
Yeah.
You look at the good teams in baseball. You look at the good teams in baseball right now.
Mm-hmm.
All of them are not just positive; they are astronomically positive. The Braves are something like plus 140.
Oh my God!
The Braves. I was looking at it the other day. The Braves' run differential is absolutely insane. The Yankees have an insane run differential. The Tampa Bay Rays, who lead the AL East, have a very good run differential. The Dodgers, who are going to be there when all is said and done, they have a extremely positive run differential. Right. The only team that is, I say struggling, which is really funny, is the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pirates are the only team that has a positive run differential, and they're like fourth in their division, but they have a So that's what you need to be looking at right now, because it's always good to win games. It's stack your wins when you can, but if you're winning games by the skin of your teeth, one run here, one run here, one run there. If you're winning games like that,
right?
When it's we just turned the corner to June. And when we get into July, August, and September, and especially September and October, when runs are at a premium, when it is hard to score runs in September and October. That's what you should be looking at right now. Is, are you producing enough runs for your pitching staff?
Right.
Well, to your point, Dietz, I'm looking at the run differential right now. We look in the American League Central Division. The White Sox are at +8. And for a long time, they were like minus 51 and then minus 21, when the season started.
Right.
The Indians and the White Sox are the only two teams in the Central Division with a positive run differential. Only two teams. Minnesota, Kansas City, Detroit, in order, minus 21, minus 59, and minus 39.
Right.
The Tampa Bay Rays have a plus 19 run differential. The Yankees, as Dietz mentioned, they're at a plus 98. Seattle, who's leading the American League West Seattle, who's leading the American League West right now, and I think they're getting ready to pick up the pace and run away, have a plus 30 run differential. The Atlanta Braves, y'all ready for this number? Their run differential is a plus 109.
My God.
109. It's insane.
The Washington Nationals and the Philadelphia Phillies, the only two teams in the National League East. Washington has a plus 1. Philadelphia has a minus 26.
I'm going to say this, as Snowman's going to know exactly where I'm going. That's Region Redbirds numbers right there.
Oh, man, look. We'll talk about the Region Redbirds at a later date. But the Region Redbirds used to put up stupid numbers.
Stupid.
Okay? And while I'm talking baseball here.
Full 7, full 6.
No. Not with those guys. Never. Oh boy.
Oh no! Now what?
Droid, I see her note. We'll get to that in a minute.
I quit.
Now I gotta
since we're talking baseball, let me ask a question about something I saw yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I saw a commercial for, and I know everybody's probably seen it. I've seen a commercial for the Banana League.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they're like, how they're like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I see this commercial, and I ask myself, if these guys can do this, why aren't they Major League Baseball players? If you can catch the ball and do while doing a backflip.
Right.
Why aren't these people why aren't these guys doing it professionally? What it's the same thing I always asked about the Harlem Globetrotter. I always watch them and I was like, there's something off about what I'm watching, because I'm watching you do this, but why aren't you, if you can do this and you see guys flip the bat in their hand, actually flip it up, catch it, and still pop and still hit the ball. And I'm like, how do you do this? And how are you not how do you not just craft your hitting to be a professional hitter?
Right.
Because almost 75% of the Banana Ball League is made up of former MLBers, basically players who could not make it in the MLB.
Right.
So by the time that they're already in Banana Ball, their contract's up, their chance is over in the MLB, and the MLB will. And just Trevor Bauer is a good example. The MLB doesn't give second chances. They never have given second chances. They never will give second chances. It's an MLB problem, not a player problem.
It's just weird. It's just weird to me, because it's hard enough to hit a baseball, but for a guy to be doing it while spinning the bat, and then just swing, I'm like, what? How is no one like, hey, I want that
guy? I asked Dietz's question. What are we doing?
And I'm sorry, Joy, but Damien has a suggestion for your Royals.
Oh no.
At this
I'll
point,
read
I'm too tired. Don't
waterfall.
even read it. Don't even read it. I'm too tired.
He's
not
too tired.
even in the mood to hear anything.
Hey,
you
man.
had some OBJ before we. Yeah, go ahead.
So man, George is thinking, I'll be scared later. Right now, I'm too mad.
Right now, I'm too mad. I think he's going to be saying that a lot.
Yeah.
For a while.
Now, what is
anyway?
OBJ news?
Watch this. Watch this Hold on. Watch this White Sox team. Will it continue? We don't know. All right. It's a long season. You play 162 games.
Mm-hmm.
We begged for the White Sox. Man, give me this camera. We begged for the White Sox to get back to fundamentals. Well, given the fact that they're a game out of first place and they won yesterday with a run-scoring single, and they had a couple of walk-offs during the Twin series where they won 3 out of 4.
Right.
I'd say they're getting back to fundamentals. And I'll give you a name to look for. And I know I'm being very, very premature when I say this. A name to look for in a hopeful Cy Young conversation. They have a lefty by the name of Anthony Kay.
Mm-hmm.
It gives me very few, but a few Mark Burley vibes for this left-hander.
Right.
Watch that name and watch these White Sox. Now that we turned the corner into June, time to see what they're really made of. Is the hype real, or is it just a hype train that's ready to crash? I'm hoping the former, not the latter. That's Snowman's take. What's yours?
I want you guys to keep healthy. That's all I'm asking
Breathing.
for. Is keep
That's
these
all
guys
we gotta
healthy.
do.
Q.
What is that?
Fire Q.
Fire Q. Hashtag fire Q.
Fire Q. Oh,
Why
God.
are you firing
All right,
Q?
now we can. We'll let him explain. Now we can take a break.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll take a break. When y'all get back, we're going to get totally deets and we're going to go inside the arcade.
All right.
Because Deets had a little peek at Madden. Oh, dear.
Oh, boy.
And the person they have on the cover of said game. Once
saw that
again.
too.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. 32
said,
after the hour, and we're back in the. I'll respond when we get back. 32 after the hour, and we're back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
The original Think Drink is back. Level up with proven ingredients formulated to crush your competition. No gimmicks, no jitters, no messing around. Just high potency results that keep you moving day or night. There's a new nerd in town, and we came to play. Nerd Focus. Smarter than energy.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free and will even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE. Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text delete, 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 delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you total football talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Cause we take this job so serious.
Put somebody in the middle of the field. Like, it's not hard.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
The rage of deeds. Put somebody in the middle of the blank field. This isn't rocket science.
We'll see if they get somebody in the middle of the field on October 17th.
We'll see.
All right, to Droid for a couple pieces of news. Droid, what you got for us?
So, per Jordan Schultz, a man is planning a return to the NFL. Mr. Odell Beckham Jr. is currently working out with the New York Giants with hopes, and I quote this, hopes of getting a deal for a possible reunion. Dear Odell Beckham Jr., shut up.
So OBJ wants to return back to the Giants?
He wants to go back to the Giants for one last year to end his career.
Dear Odell Beckham, you fired.
Maybe.
I mean, if he shows good light, I mean, they'll probably sign him on a wide receiver 3 type deal.
Yeah,
probably something not too crazy. I don't see him getting any more than
you put him in. You slot him in until Neighbors is back to being Neighbors. I mean, Neighbors is coming off ACL surgery, so they're gonna have to. They're gonna have to ease Neighbors back in. And why not?
Yeah,
why not?
Maybe because Neighbors and who else? That's gonna be the
Wanda
thing.
Robinson.
I'm saying this kiddingly. I want anarchy. I want him to complete the workouts. I say, you did great in the workouts. You did great. You fired. Will that happen? No.
Malik Neighbors, Darius Slayton, Darnell Mooney, Calvin Austin III, Malachi Fields, and Jalen Hyatt.
Malachi Fields.
Yeah, Jalen Hyatt, one of the worst draft picks of all time.
He's better than
I think definitely this is a pretty solid core just from the first 3.
Hey, who the hell is Jalen Bryant? Oh, did I get that?
Jalen Hyatt.
Jalen Hyatt got he made himself a first round draft pick because he scored 5 touchdowns against Alabama.
First team all SEC was with Tennessee was a 73rd overall pick for the Giants. in the third round out of Irmo, South Carolina. He's 6 foot 185.
And he's done absolutely nothing. And he's done absolutely nothing in the NFL.
And guess whose number he wears?
What number does he wear?
13.
Never mind.
But I like this. I like this first four. I like Malik Neighbors, really great wide receiver. It's just that ACL surgery is going to be a big question mark. Darius he's been that veteran guy for the team for the longest time. Darnell Mooney signed out of Atlanta, former Bear as well. You know, he was solid both in Chicago with Justin Fields. You know, with the limited amount of quarterbacks he's had to work with, I think Jackson Dart will definitely be a breath of fresh air for a guy like Darnell Mooney, because you got to remember this was Darnell Mooney's quarterbacks when he was in both Chicago and Atlanta. Mitchell Trubisky, Justin Fields, Michael Penix Jr., and Kirk 2 Chainz Cousins.
Say no more.
So I can't wait to see what Darnell Mooney does.
41 after the hour, and we got to get totally Deets because Deets had a bone to pick with me.
Passionate.
Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
Unflinching.
Let's go back to losing. Parking was easier.
Unrelenting.
They're not going to keep him off the field tonight.
Totally.
This one has a chance.
Deets.
That's not just a murmur, that's a full-blown fibrillation.
And we got a bonus for you. Totally Deets is inside the arcade.
I love that. I love that.
Good.
Oh yeah, we got the controller going.
We got the controller with the different colored battery pack too.
Yes.
That's right. That's right.
That is from my childhood.
Yep, you can go
little Xbox 360 controller going.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't like me.
It's not bad.
I had a brand new Xbox One controller because I play new gen, and it sucks.
Okay, Deets, what you got for us in the arcade today? Now, I know it's got a lot to do with Madden, so let her rip.
So, we all know the new Madden 27, is coming out soon. And what's happened is I've taken to watching. I watch a lot of these guys. I watch a lot of guys play Madden, and I watch guys who play full seasons of Madden. Like, not just, I watch him play one game, or I watch this guy do this. No, I have watched guys. I like watching guys that play full careers or do full team builds, and they do multiple seasons and all of that stuff. And all these guys are great. Look, I'm going to say not the expert, Mr. Hurricane, gamer ability. They all do this. They play not just Madden, but they play college football 27. And by the way, Madden and NCAA football, get your act together.
Please.
Get back to the old ways of where you could take your class, your game from NCAA and import it into Madden, so you could. That was the only reason I bought. The only reason I would buy Madden back in the day is because I could take my college teams and import them in and see where my guys got drafted instead of the way they do it now, where they just tell you, oh, this guy got drafted in the first round. You could actually go in Madden, simulate a season, import your guys in, and let the CPU draft your guys and go, oh, my guy got drafted, 12th. My guy got drafted 23rd. My guy got drafted in the third round to this team. Like, it made everything fun. So get your act together, put everything back together so that everything is seamless. That being said, I watch these guys play, Now, they do a great job with their presentation and everything. All of that is fine. It's awesome. I love watching Hurricane because he like calls the games. Like he'll play the game, but he'll actually call it.
I used to do that too.
And I used to do that too while I was sitting there playing. And, it just makes the game more fun. And I usually don't listen to the announcers that they have because it's all pre-recorded and it's all the same stuff. And I'm like, I don't need to listen to that. But anyway, you watch these guys play, and this is why I say this. And it's probably not all people who play Madden, but for the multitude that I've watched, you can find out real quick people who know football and people who think they know football.
Yeah.
And I'll give you the example. And I'm going to use a team that we all know the pieces, so you don't have to be like, oh, who's that guy? Who's it? So I'm going to use the Dallas Cowboys because we all know their wide receiver crew. We all know their wide receivers, and it's just easier to do it this. It's easier to do it this way. I would use. You could do this with any team, but I'm just doing it this way because it's easier to figure out.
Right.
So if you come out and you line up and you have CeeDee Lamb on one side, Pickens on the other side.
Right.
You have Tolbert as your slot.
Yep.
Ferguson is your tight end.
Yep.
And you have a running back. Okay?
Yeah.
Those are your passing route. Everybody's running their passing route.
Right.
Now, what these guys will do to try to trick you into thinking they know football. They know football. They're going to try to trick you because they're going to come out and say, they'll show you the play, and they'll say, all right, my first read on this play is CeeDee Lamb.
Right.
My second read is it's the slot guy. My third read is the tight end. My fourth read
is George
Pickens
or Javon.
No. Your read is the corner. Your read is the defense. Where's the defense playing?
Going, correct.
It's not, hey, I'm looking to this wide receiver on this play. I'm looking at the outside linebacker. Is the outside linebacker dropping into the flat? Is the outside linebacker blitzing and I can dump it off right away? Did the middle linebacker bail out completely and now the crosser is wide open? That's why these guys, you watch these guys play and they throw massive amounts of interception. They throw interceptions on they probably throw about 3 or 4 picks a game. Why? Because they're looking at wide receivers and they say, oh, CeeDee Lamb's my first read. Oh, he's one-on-one. I'm going to throw it. And there's a guy sitting right there. And I'm like, every time I'm watching these guys play, and it's every single one of them. And again, it's nothing with their content. It's nothing about them. They don't read the defense. I watch this and I'm like, I watch it and I'm like, throw to X. And then they throw it. By the time they realize X is open, the guy's covered. The guy's been recovered. Right off the rip of the play, I can tell you who the throw is supposed to go to, and almost 90% of the time you can figure it out. Now, that's my problem with Madden. That's been the problem with Madden. That's been the problem. That's the problem with football games
in general.
Every football game, not just Madden. But you go back to Tecmo Super Bowl, you go back to NES Play Action Football, you go back to any quarterback club, any football game, there's 2 to 3 plays that are just OP, and they just work. They work no matter what happens, they're going to work. And that's my problem with Madden is once you find those 3 plays, You can just spam those 3 plays and basically be done with it. So
yeah,
but getting back to my point, that's how they try to trick you by saying, oh, I read this wrong, or oh, my read on this play is they're pointing to the wide receivers. Your read is the defense. You don't read the route. You know the route the guy's running.
Right.
The question is there a guy that can stop it? Who's the guy that's going to stop it? If you've got guys running over the middle of the field, if you're running slants, well, if the linebackers don't move, well, the slant's going to run right into them.
Right.
So when you're watching a play develop, you're not reading, oh, my receiver's running an in route. You're reading, all right, my receiver's running an in route, but the linebacker's covering it. So there's got to be somebody on the out route that's wide open. There's got to be somebody else doing something. Oh, I have a guy running deep. Oh, they double covered him? Well, then somebody's got to be open. And it's laughable. It's laughable. I've literally listened to these guys. I was watching Hurricane yesterday play, and he throws an interception, and he goes, I don't know why that guy threw an interception. I'm like, because you hit square. You threw to square when X is running wide open, and you didn't see him because you were looking at one receiver the entire time.
You know what? To piggyback off that, I remember watching one guy. He was doing the same thing, and the thing that gets me is like they show you the player art. They show the art that says, okay, one guy's going left, one guy's running a post, one guy's running a slant, one guy's throwing like a curl or something like that. You see the play. The play art is there. He goes in. He's like, I'm going to hit this. My first read is to B because he's going to be on a fly route. One problem. He's going on a fly route, and when he throws it, there's 2 guys there. So it gets picked.
Yeah.
It's like you did see them like both move, the safety and the corner, both move to the right. So you did see them right there, right? Meanwhile,
it's just laughable. Like if you want to destroy that, I mean, the CPU never changes, and that's been the problem with Madden. I think the only one that's really done this was the first NFL 2K. I think it was 2K4.
Yeah.
They actually adjusted the AI in that game adjusted to your play. Right. So if you ran the same play 4 times in a row, instead of Madden, like what Madden does, if you run the same play over and over again, it will just spawn people. Guys will just magically spawn in to break up the play.
Right.
Whereas NFL 2K, the way they did it is, if you were running the same play over and over again, the defense would adjust to it. They would slant linemen that way. They would actually move guys that way. So you could run the same play a couple times and then run a counter off of it, and it would actually look like football. With Madden, what they'll do, you're running the same play, all of a sudden the defensive tackle just will phase through the guard for no reason. Because they're like, you've done this play too many times.
Right.
But that's what I mean. It's video. It's a video. I understand it's a video game, and they have to get that. But if they can find a way to make that AI work, but again, you see this all the time, and I hear people talk about this at the bar all the time. Oh, that guy's not your read. I'm like, you don't. Your quarterback. If your quarterback's reading. Reads are off his own players, he's going to make mistakes more times than not.
All the time.
Your reads are the defense. You're reading the defense. If you have plays that are going inside and they have everybody packed inside, well, guess what? that play's not gonna work. Right. You have to read it to throw the ball to the outside and find your outlet. That's why they have outlet receivers.
Right.
So it's just funny. It was just funny watching, and it wasn't one time. It wasn't, this guy did that this game. It was all of the guys I mentioned, they all do the exact same thing. And I was watching them this weekend and I was like, what are we doing? Like I think I've commented on Ryan's videos, Gamer Ability. I think I've commented like 6 times. Do you read the linebacker? Like, the linebacker's sitting right under your route. Don't throw that route.
Right.
Throw it to someone else. It's so much fun to watch. It's good. But like I said, those guys have awesome. Like, I know I jumped on them for a little bit, but they have great content. It's just funny to see. It's just funny to when you watch it from that angle. It's just funny to break it down. I've been doing it a lot. Like I'll pause their video, I'll pause their play when they're showing the play art, and I'm like, all right, and then I'll let it play, see what the guy drops, and I'll be like, throw to X, and then I'll see the ball going to somebody else, and I'm like, that's a pick. That's a pick. And again, this is how you know somebody. And we have conversations at the bar like all the time, and I'm like, you guys don't know football. Like, just know football. If you're running a slant and the linebacker's standing there, you can't throw a slant. It's going to get picked. That's going to be a pick six every time.
With the in, you can't run it in if the middle linebacker is just standing there.
If the corner is squatting in a cover 2, and you throw the out route, that ball's getting picked off. Like any corner would pick it off. You're going to throw it right to the guy.
Right. It kind of reminds me of like someone who's like who continuously keeps getting, like, let's say you're playing like 2K or something like NBA. And your guy's getting smashed every single time. He's getting the ball stolen and getting blocked. And every time you get the ball, you keep going back to the same person. It's like that person is getting blocked. You cannot keep going back to him.
But that's how I remember. That's how I remember playing Madden. Like I remember, like I would always my friends would always come over back in the day and say, "Oh, let's play Madden all night." And I'm like, this isn't going to be fun for you.
Nope.
And I'm like, all right. And they'd come over and they'd be like, all right, we'll play 5-minute quarters. I'm like, you better score. I'm like, if you don't score,
you're gonna lose.
Because all I used to do, I would have the 3 plays that worked, have them as my audibles, and just hurry up offense the entire game. And I would hurry up offense, but not snap the ball, and just let the clock run. And I would literally, everybody would be like, "What are you doing? Why are you not scoring?" And I'm like, because it's 5-minute quarters, dude. If I get the ball once, I can drive down the field, get a field goal. I get a field goal, and you kick the ball back off to me. The game, I'm up 2 scores. The game's over. And they're like, and all my friends are like, why do you do this? We're trying to score. And I'm like, I'm trying to win the game. I could care less. Right. I could care less how much I score. I was like, as long as I score more points than you, that's all that matters.
Right. It's kind of interesting to see how people play. Like I used to. There was a guy named Chris Smoot.
That's our trip inside.
He used to play all the time.
Yeah,
he was really good.
Yeah, I remember Chris.
But I just wish they would give like a regular season mode rather than a franchise mode, because I don't want to be the owner of the team. I just want to, play, win, and get championships. If I could just do that season mode every single time, I'm fine. I'm happy.
Yep.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Who I need to sign and resign.
See, with modes like that, that's why. Yeah, modes like that, I kind of gave up on playing, but hearing you guys talk about it, I might.
Oh, see, I like that. I like franchise mode, but I don't play the games.
Right.
Like I don't influence the games. I just watch them. And
Okay, so you do the other way, where you make the decisions, but the games are like you watch the games rather than play.
Yeah, I don't because what happens is if I play the games, my team's going to be 16-0, and then it's not fun. Like I want to make my decisions. And I mean, there are so many things that you can do. Like one of the cheat codes in Madden. What I used to do at the trade deadline, I would just think, all right, Arizona Cardinals, you can have my first round pick and I'll take yours. And they would do that trade every year. Every year they would trade me their first round pick for my first round pick. I knew my first round pick was going to be 32. So they're giving me a top 10 pick. I would just rank whoever the worst team is at the trade deadline, trade them my first round pick, and most likely I would have a top 5. I'd have a top 5 pick going into the next year.
Because in the end, it's the Arizona.
So you can trick people.
We're at the top of the hour. I have a special commercial pack that I'm gonna run. When we come back, Kansas baseball blows the doors off the joint after trailing 5-0. And the NBA World Championship Series is set. And if you haven't been watching, then shame on you. We'll tell you the two teams that are involved, and we're going to party like it's 1999. And then Jay Spivey will join us to talk Carolina Hurricanes and their second appearance in the Stanley Cup Final. It's the top of the hour. It's a Manic Monday, and we continue after these messages on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network. Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
The original Think Drink is back. Level up with proven ingredients formulated to crush your competition. No gimmicks, no jitters, no messing around. Just high potency results that keep you moving day or night. There's a new nerd in town, and we came to play. Nerd Focus. Smarter than energy.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE. Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text delete, 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 delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Cause we take this job so serious.
I'm sorry, what are these things called?
Spices?
Spices, thank you. My brain went bleh.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
The legendary Dr. K.
Yes, in case y'all were wondering. Yep. In case y'all were wondering, that's my beautiful bride. That's my beautiful Dr. K. And I had to do that bump back for her.
I have a story. So people know that whenever I obviously usually bring a story back. Here's one. One of the people who watched the show asked me a question and said, "You are the person, Vicola, correct?" Yes, I am. Thank you, Cole Johnson. She says, "Why does the pretty blonde lady not like you?" Like, huh? She always tells you to shut up. I'm like, oh, you mean Deb? Because I said one time that the number one quarterback would be Caleb Williams. And I got told to keep my mouth shut. Who actually is on the cover of Madden 27.
Oh, gosh. Oh,
That's why I told Deeds, please don't curse Caleb Williams. Already. Because that's the thing that worries me. He's on the cover. Now, mind you, the last person on the cover was who? Saquon Barkley. And what happened?
Saquon Barkley.
They rarely
well,
went.
The thing about that, and this will be for a later arcade that we'll have to get into. But Victor, anybody who plays video games knows there's no such thing as cover art anymore because there's no such thing as covers because everything's digital now.
That's
so.
You know what? You're right.
Right.
It really doesn't make a difference. It really don't make a difference who's on the cover if nobody's getting a physical copy.
That's true. That is true. That is true. Because everything is digital now.
All right. It is 11. It's 11:08, and I'm going to ask Deets Stradamus to take us to the ID. Take it away, Deets.
All right. Snowman Multimedia. Here are our stations to identify themselves.
Broadcasting live in your region, across our nation, and around the world, this is Snowman Multimedia. We need to see it.
Put somebody in the middle of the field.
It's really, in the end, basically a skill issue.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that game sucked.
You fool!
I'm on Alarm Island. What the is that? Give me them cocks! Now get out my face, you thirsty bitches.
Now get out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
Now get out of my face, you thirsty bitches. Now get the hell out of my face, you thirsty bitches. I must have either been high on caffeine or drunk off my ass to come up with that package. And it's one of the favorites.
Or all three.
Or all of them, yeah. Before we get into the NBA World Championship Series, I got a few surprises.
Okay.
Here's the new bump back I created for the dog.
Cause we take this job so serious.
I'm on Alarm Island. Give me them cocks! What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
dog gonna be mad at you.
Oh, he really gonna be mad at me because I'm dropping the shirt Friday.
All right.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
I am dropping the Alarm Island shirt Friday. Here's one I came up with for a pizzle.
Because we take this job so serious.
Well, that game sucked.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Because of Tua turned the ball over.
And the first time he ever uttered that phrase was when the Dolphins got blown out by the Buffalo Bills.
Yep.
First time he ever
From
uttered.
Tua,
First time he ever uttered that
Tua
phrase.
turned the ball over to Malik. What you talking about, Willis?
Exactly.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I even came up. How do y'all like that graphic for I did for a puzzle? Y'all like?
I
that?
like it. Yeah.
You like? Hey, Deets, did you like the one I did for you?
Yeah, no, I like the AI photos. They're good.
Yeah. I went down a rabbit hole. I even got one for Victor. I'll show that one in a minute. But I decided to have a little fun with Deb Woodkiss also.
Because we take this job so serious.
Shut your mouth.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Her, and she laughed her head off.
As a joke only. What'd I say? What'd I say?
Shut up. Shut up. Okay, one more, and then we got to get to the. Say it again.
I'm afraid for what my bump back is. I'm afraid. If it's Jarrell Jones, it's fine. But I'm afraid.
It ain't what you think it is. It ain't what you think it is.
Okay.
Here's one I did for Jen.
Because we take this job so serious.
It's really, in the end, basically a skill issue.
Now get out of my face, you thirsty chiz.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
There you go. Couch toss.
I'm gonna get that one next.
She's gonna rifle a couch at one of us.
I know I did one for Victor.
I'm pretty sure you did.
She's gonna rifle a couple of couches at us. Okay, Victor. Give me a couple seconds. What we got coming this hour? We'll talk NBA World Championship Series. Well, I got this little present I have loading for Victor. We'll talk NBA World Championship Series. It's Spurs versus Knicks, and just like in 1999, it begins in Texas this Wednesday. 8 p.m. will be our pregame time. Napoleon says Jen has a couch with your name on it. Why don't we go to the Fanatics feedback zone?
Right.
Thank you to Napoleon Johnamite, Damian Hernandez. Sports Break Media says good morning. Sports Way with Dre podcast joining us as well. Thank you to everybody that has joined us this morning. Okay, Victor, you asked what your throwback is.
Oh boy.
Here it is.
Because we take this job so serious.
Jarrell Jones has no brains. His football acumen is the same capacity as Gun Run's moral capacity.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Where do you get those pictures? Where do you get it? Where? You're muted. Where'd you get those pictures?
I went down an AI rabbit hole.
I see.
I went way deets. You heard me say this to you. I went way, 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 way down the rabbit hole.
Oh, I think it's a Deets question. He asked,
way down that hole.
Damien
Yes.
asked, what are your thoughts on the SEC making their own league in college?
Hold that for Thursday. Hold that for Thursday, because that'll kick off hour one. And being here on Thursday for hour one, we also have something with Brendan Sorsby, which Deets predicted, and the NCAA is just now catching up. So we're going to hold those for Thursday. All right, which is why I see Deets Damas as your ID.
We'll do college on Thursday.
Yep, hold those for Thursday.
Not only that, did y'all see the USFL? Did y'all see the headline from the USFL? Oh, the USFL is having trouble filling stadiums. Who saw that coming?
Well,
who saw that coming?
Well,
hold that for tomorrow. You know what? Hold that for tomorrow.
They're just getting onto this. That's crazy.
They're just catching on to.
Just catching on that they can't fill stadiums.
They're just catching on to something. They're just catching on to something that we said 2 years ago.
A while back.
Game one. We said it after game one. After the first game they showed, they're gonna have trouble filling these stadiums. 3 years later,
they had all the microphones.
They can't figure it out.
You know what? We'll hold the NBA Finals until Jay gets here. Let's talk. Okay. Let's talk UFL, because it's a bleeping disaster.
Yeah,
and it's a disaster that we predicted. All of us here on this program predicted 2.5 years ago, when the leagues were split between the XFL, which died, the rebirth of the USL, which died after 2 years. The USFL, well, they wound up combining their leagues, but the USFL died a horrible death the same way the Major Indoor Soccer League died a horrible death. Why? Because the same team kept kicking everybody's ass.
Right.
With the MISL, it was the San Diego Sockers. Except for one league championship, which was 1987, the San Diego Sockers won every single title from 1984 to 1992, when they got blown to smithereens.
Right.
Who won the first 2 titles for the USFL? The Birmingham Stallions. There was no competition in the USFL, and that's why one of the reasons, and Deet, you pointed this out 2 years ago, they couldn't fill stadiums. What the hell are we watching here? I had plans, and thank you, Deets and Victor, for stopping me, because I had plans. I said, you know what? I'm going to try the USFL on my channel, and Deets put a big old stop sign in front of me and said, no, you don't.
Stop.
Listen, that stop sign.
They've got two big problems. They've got 2 big problems. The USFL has 2 big problems. One, we just talked about. UFL, they can't fill this. They can't get people in the stadium. So when you're watching it on TV and you see that nobody is there, it hurts the entire production. It hurts the entire production, because your focus is, holy crap, there's nobody there watching us.
Right.
So they've got to find a way to not show the crowd and just show the game on the field, which is hard to do because there's no one on the field to watch. There's no one on the field that you're going, I have to see this guy or I have to see that guy. Right. Nobody knows who the hell these guys are.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not connected to all of the guys in the USFL are not connected to any program. What needs to happen is you need to be getting NFL practice players, NFL guys who are not playing in the regular season, who are, hey, this guy plays for the New England Patriots. Patriot fans might care about that. Because 49er fans will care if this is a guy who plays for who's on the 49ers practice squad. Those are the types of guys that they need to get.
And those
to
are the
be
type
promoted.
Those are the type of guys that would fill stadiums. They need to handle it the way they had the World League / NFL Europe do it. Because Kurt Warner was one of the most famous players that came out of NFL Europe, and we know the rest of that story.
They also need to get out of NFL city. Like, they can't be in NFL cities. Where are they doing the best? They're doing the best in St. Louis, where they don't have an NFL team, so people can go and root for that. San Antonio is doing well because they don't have an NFL team to latch onto. Every other place that, like, the DC, what are they? The United or whatever they are.
Yeah, the DC
Defenders. No one cares. No one cares about them because they care about the Washington Commanders. They care about the Redskins. They don't care about the USFL team in their city. That no one cares about that. You have to go to places where they care about this. So you have to go to places like Nebraska. Put a team in Nebraska. Put a team in Kansas. Put a team in places that don't have NFL teams already.
And the sad part is with the DC Defenders, you're right. No one cares about the Defenders because all eyes are on the Redskins. And the DC Defenders are the defending league champions. I'll tell you what killed the attendance. I'll tell you what killed the attendance at the DC Defenders game. They took away the beer snake.
Yeah.
They took away the beer snake.
Taking away beer from a football game. That's gonna kill it. That's gonna kill it faster than anything.
They took
even more than that. Even more than that. What's hurting it is the fact that you have to recognize the NFL is a year-round entity.
Yep.
You know, when the USFL is playing, what is the NFL? They have the NFL draft. They have the schedule release. They're going to have training camps coming up. Like people in Washington they don't care about the Defenders. Why? Because they're looking at the Redskins schedule and they're looking at who the Redskins play week 1. And now the month of June, they're going to be looking at who are the rookies that we drafted. Let's look at rookie camp. Let's look at when guys get to training camp. Let's see what's going on here. That's what that's what people care about. They don't care about these guys who are not part of it. Now, if you had Washington Defenders who were Washington Commanders practice squad guys who were fighting for a job in with the Washington Redskins team, then people might care. They might pay attention to it a little bit. But to have just random guys on the field, no one's going to care.
And the other thing is with the media, these big time deals that they have with ESPN and Fox, those are the only two stations that are carrying the UFL right now. Because remember, when the USFL was in play, they also had NBC involved. Right. But now you only got two big networks carrying the games. And the other problem is, and Deitch, you brought this up when they first, when both leagues premiered. Where's the independent media? I mean, you should have plenty of room in your press box for independent media to cover the games.
It's a double-edged sword. It's where's the independent media? But even though they have these big these big deals with, as you said, ESPN and Fox. Where's the coverage? Where's the intrigue? Where's the where's the UFL? Where's the UFL game? Player of the week, or why aren't they having these guys on to, guys on there? It's like I said during the first season of, I think it was the XFL, when I was like, why do they not have celebrities on? You need to get celebrities on the sidelines so people are paying attention. So people are like, oh, that guy's on the sideline. I want to see what they're doing. The XFL did that and it worked when they put celebrities, and then they stopped doing it because the traditional media was like, you can't have celebrities on the sideline. They got in a fuss about it, and the league said, we want to be respectable. Well, guess what? Now no one's watching you, and no one cares.
And we said this 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And they still haven't caught on yet. Well, now they're catching on, but it's 3 years too late.
Right.
It is 3 years too late. Take a break. When y'all get back, we will get to the main subject at hand, which is the NBA World Championship Series between the New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs. And we may be joined by someone in North Carolina to talk Carolina Hurricanes and Vegas Golden Knights in the Stanley Cup final. I know someone who ain't talking about the Carolina Hurricanes, and we're going to bury his ass when y'all get back.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE. Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Cause we take this job so serious.
I'm on Alarm Island. Give me them cocks!
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Halfway home in hour number 2, and we will continue to honor the memory, and I can't believe I'm saying memory, of one Chris Bass. And I had someone over the weekend ask me why I'm still playing that commercial, even though our dear friend has passed on. It's a way for us to honor him because for 2.5 years, he closed out Fridays for us, and it was so hilarious when he did, which is why I made the decision to keep rolling the commercial, and also why I made the decision, and I'm starting to cry, to unearth the Boom Shakalaka beginning the week of Labor Day. All right. Time to party like it's 1999 because the Spurs and the Knicks will be playing for the NBA World Championship. And yes, I said it correctly. The NBA World Championship. Meanwhile, the Carolina Hurricanes in the Stanley Cup Final. Oh, yeah, they're cooking. But so is Vegas. Shut up. Someone's waiting for us.
I like that.
I had to come up with something creative. Jay Spivey joins us from North Carolina. Good morning, Jay. How are you?
What's up, guys?
Good morning, Mr. Spivey. Once again, the question of all questions. Nobody talks about baseball?
Nope.
We
What's
did.
baseball?
What's baseball?
Got there were some great college baseball games over the weekend, including the the team that he supposedly roots for that's already advanced to the Super Regional.
Wow.
He's a homer for Carolina, but yet I guarantee he's not talking about. He probably has no idea that Carolina even has a baseball team.
I can guarantee you that he doesn't know.
And
he doesn't know because I tried bringing it up a couple times, and I love watching college baseball. I absolutely love watching college baseball.
Yeah.
Try bringing it up. He wasn't having it.
No.
I don't know why.
Probably never been to a college baseball game in his life.
I don't really understand this because it seems like, from what I gather, it's like he didn't consider it like a black sport or consider a sport that black people want to listen to. And I'm like, do you know many black people?
Well, from what he said to us a couple times on air, he's like, I grew up with baseball and it just got to be boring. Well, if you really get to watch baseball, it's far from boring.
Like, if you don't know baseball, you probably would think that. But if you know baseball, if you grew up around baseball, baseball is anything but boring.
Yeah.
It's anything but boring.
I get tired of hearing that. It's just lazy to say that.
Man,
it's just, whether it be him or anybody else, it's just lazy to say that.
There are so many things that go on with baseball. It's not even funny. So many things that happen. You hear funny? Try this. When I was down in North Carolina before I got sick, he got wind of me covering Lewisburg College.
Right.
Do you know this guy wanted me to cover high school baseball while I was covering Lewisburg?
So he wants you to do double duty.
He probably doesn't even know where Lewisburg is.
And it was always on a day. Here's the crazy part. Every game that he quote unquote scheduled for me just happened to be on a day where I was in Lewisburg.
Shocker.
Right.
What
And
was
then
his,
one of his associates asked me, "Why don't you come back and cover?"
Why was this play-by-play self not down there covering them?
One of his associates asked, because he doesn't like baseball. Because he doesn't like baseball. He admitted that. He admitted that to me. He admitted that to me out loud several times.
Well, like a friend of mine and I've been saying for the last couple weeks.
To repeat something.
Like a friend
Go
of mine
ahead,
and I
Jay.
just said a couple weeks ago. I mean, excuse me. I've been saying for the last couple of weeks. He supposedly covers high school sports. But high school sports just ended in North Carolina on Saturday. The state championships just ended on Saturday. He did not cover a single spring sport. For 3 months.
You know what I love? You know what
Guarantee
I love
he
covering,
couldn't
and I
name a
hope to
player
get
or
back to
team
doing
doing
this.
well.
Right. You know what I hope to get back to covering?
That's crazy.
Next
It
year,
is.
I want to cover a high school. I want to cover a high school state championship, because the last time I did that was 2018, when I was going through hell in a handbasket, and a good friend of mine with the IHSA, I emailed him and I told him I wanted to cover the baseball state finals, and I asked how much would a media rights fee be, and he told me, and I said, I don't think I can make, because I don't have it. You know what that young man did for me? He said, "Come on down to Joliet. We got you."
Why wouldn't he do that?
Yeah.
I don't know
How's that for
about
getting
state
a blessing in
championships. I'm talking about
disguise?
just in general.
Right.
How about cover a state playoff game and anything?
Yeah. He won't do.
And in North Carolina, counting boys and girls track, there are 9 spring sports, and he
Victor
didn't cover any
Deeds
of them.
cover me. I'll be right back.
Didn't cover any of them.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I just don't really understand this.
He won't either.
I just don't really understand this ideal of
He won't either.
excluding certain sports because you don't think your audience is going to be interested when you don't know if your audience is going to be interested. I didn't think people were going to be interested in curling until I brought it up. Then I found out,
curling's huge. It's huge.
That's what people actually like talk about it, and they like curling. Who knew? But if you don't ask, if you don't put it out there, you'll never know, and then you lose that part of the audience.
We made fun of when Victor and I first got started together. We made fun of curling because we didn't know what it was. Then we watched it.
It's huge.
It is huge.
Why do you think? You think NBC would cover curling if people didn't care?
Then we.
And it's on every single day, all day long on the
Hell no. NBC took full advantage of that.
I just find that funny.
NBC took full advantage of that. Speaking of NBC,
This is ESPNification of covering sports, where all you're doing is talking about the NBA and NFL all day long.
Yep, all the time.
Yes. All day long. Yes. Yes.
Because nothing else
and the
matters.
NBA World Championship Series should be on NBC.
Well, actually,
The
when it comes
NBA,
to
I've
ESPN,
said it when Peacock.
When ESPN, they only talk about two things: NFL and LeBron James. That's it.
Yeah, and the Cowboys. Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Wait,
too.
is it?
And the Cowboys.
Is it not? Is it not going to be on NBC?
No, it's on ABC. All 7 games if there are 7.
Oh, okay. So it is on. All right. So
No.
ESPN got the national. They have the final.
Yes. They had
That's
the finals
weird.
in both high.
ESPN.
This year they had the finals in both NHL and NBA.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I would have loved to have seen some of the NBA finals on NBC. I mean,
It will be next year.
Okay.
You know what? Next year they'll have the World Championship Series, but this year because Mike Tirico is awesome. Okay, I love you, Mike Breen. Don't get me wrong, Mike Breen has been the voice of the NBA World Championship for many, many years. You can't tell me there's not going to be a little bit of bias coming out of him because his Knicks are in the
Mike Breen covering the Knicks in the finals. That's gold right there.
Well, to me, I heard this the other night, and I love him. I really do. I like Van Pelt a lot. But he got on there last week when the Knicks got in. He said, "We're going to be at all the Knicks home games," and I was like, "Well, you don't care about the teams in the West?"
Right.
So your network's covering all these games, and there could be 7 games, and you're only going to go to the games in New York.
Right.
You're not going to go to San Antonio at all.
Man, if you ever get a chance to go to a game in San Antonio, Texas, take it.
Yeah.
Take it.
Why wouldn't you?
Because I have a very dear friend of mine, and I'm trying to get a word if he's going to come on tomorrow or not. His name is Bill Schoening. He covered the Spurs for 24 years. He was their radio voice. I want to get his thoughts on the World Championship Series, but that is tomorrow. It's a throwback series to 1999 with the Spurs and the Knicks. Man, I can't wait to see this series. But the problem that I have is I don't know how long the series is going to be. You know, last year you could tell with the Pacers and the Thunder that it's going to be that's going to be a long series. You just could tell that. With the Spurs being so dominant in Oklahoma City, remember they won games 1 and 7 in OKC. I'll ask Jay to kick off this discussion. Do the Knicks even have a shot?
Well, if you listen to ESPN, you think the Knicks are going to win the championship.
Right.
I don't know how the Knicks could be favored to win the championship. The West, it could either one of them, Oklahoma City or San Antonio. Either one of them should have been the favorite, no matter who would have won Saturday night.
So the Knicks are favored?
No, they think ESPN.
ESPN thinks so, but no. Any sane basketball fan doesn't think that.
You know what? Listen. When the Spurs clinched the Western Conference title, my immediate thought was Spurs in 5.
That's where I was at.
Against
Spurs
New
in
York.
5, maybe Spurs in 6.
The West is far and away a better conference than the East. The Knicks
has been
have
for the longest
no
time.
competition.
No, because after they were down 2-1 to, of all teams, Atlanta, they wound up blowing through Atlanta. They wound up blowing through Philadelphia, and they smacked Cleveland.
And this brought up something that I asked you in the DM, Snowman, about how since the Knicks swept the Cavs and the Spurs still had, 2-3 games left in their series?
Yeah. Play 3 other. Yeah, because by the time the Knicks swept the Cavs, It was 2-2 in the West.
Right. How do the Knicks stay somewhat fresh? Because it's going to be tough for them to basically have next to no basically have so much time in between games.
It's like what happened to the Hurricanes a couple weeks ago.
Right.
After having all that time off. I mean, Knicks would have 8 days off? I think it's 8 days off.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
They had 11 days off. The Hurricanes had 11 days off before they started the Western Conference. Excuse me. The Hurricanes had 11 days off before they started the Eastern Conference Final, and then in Game 1 they got pummeled by Montreal
because
now Carolina. They weren't used to the pace. Now they won the next 4 games, and congrats to the Carolina Hurricanes, another team a certain someone won't talk about. Congrats to the Carolina Hurricanes for winning the Eastern Conference Final.
This is the funniest thing. The team that is probably one of the most consistently good teams in Carolina, that particular person
is the most consistently good team in North Carolina.
There you go.
You go. I saw it I saw it in person of how that organization is run when I lived in Carolina.
The Panthers that he covers nonstop.
Not the Panthers. It's not the Hornets. It's not the Panthers. It ain't UNC basketball. These are the Carolina Hurricanes. This is the team. This is a team that is competitive every single season.
Yes, that's all. Like why? Like,
and they're not. And Jay can vouch for me when I say this. The Carolina Hurricanes are the most consistent team in North Carolina,
but again,
and they don't get talked about enough.
Again, it's the sport. It's the sport that they're.
Well, I watched the post game when the Hurricanes won the other night, and all but one of the TNT guys on the panel, except for Gretzky, all picked Vegas to win. Gretzky was the only one who picked the Hurricanes to win. Now the Hurricanes had the second best record in NHL all season. How? And I know that Vegas has had a good playoff. I get that, and so the Hurricane. But everyone up there was like, "I think Vegas should be the prohibitive favorite." And Gretzky was like, "What are you talking about? They just ran through the Canadians. What are you talking about?"
Right. I think it's just that they're looking at past success.
No, I don't think that's what it is at all. I think teams in North Carolina get no respect from the national media whatsoever.
That's sad. I mean, I understand it from a Hornets and a Panthers perspective because I understand it from my Panthers and Hornets perspective because I mean
they've been horrible.
But they've really been good.
This is from me being from the state and have lived here my entire life. I think there's a perception, despite North Carolina having 3 professional sports teams, that North Carolina is this small podunk state that has nothing but a bunch of hicks and country bumpkins. That is just far from the truth.
True.
It's the ninth largest state in the country.
It is.
North Carolina is the 9th largest state in the country.
And I think that's what I said before about why it seems like no top tier stars when it comes to draft time or when it comes to free agency. They for some reason they just don't want to go to Carolina.
They're not coming to Charlotte. They're not
why
because
not?
The Panthers though.
Here's why.
But the NBA, they're not coming to the Hornets. They are not going to the Hornets.
I'll tell you exactly why, and it echoes Jay's point. They think of North Carolina as a transient state.
Right.
They think of North Carolina as a place where they can park for a couple of minutes and then leave. They don't know the culture that surrounds Charlotte, North Carolina, or in the Hurricanes' case, Raleigh, North Carolina.
It's just not the way the rules are set up in the NBA and the NFL is totally different.
Right.
They'll come to the Panthers because, I mean, if you're going to go play in Green Bay, you're going to go play in Charlotte.
Right.
So there's not a whole lot of difference. But Charlotte is not a destination for NBA players. It never will be. So they're going to build through the draft. Now, it is a destination, despite how they played over the years, it is a destination for the Hawks because since it's a mostly black league, blacks love Atlanta. They just love it. And Charlotte's not, although there are plenty of blacks in Charlotte, it's not like it's a mostly black
They
city.
do. Mm-hmm.
And that's why the Hornets will never be a
I can
destination for
share
free
some
agents.
thoughts about Atlanta.
Oh no.
Right.
Oh,
I can share some thoughts about Atlanta.
The Squawks.
One Saturday, one weekend, while the wife and I were living in North Carolina, she had to. Well, we were raising rabbits at the time, so she spotted and bought a rabbit that lived in North Carolina. I said, "All right, let's go to Atlanta."
Bad idea.
Rabbit with Atlanta.
Bad idea.
Man, very bad idea. We were going to leave at 4 a.m. because it was an 8-hour drive from Raleigh to Atlanta. Man, I barely closed my eyes, and my wife, my eagle-eyed wife, woke me up and said, "We're leaving now." Huh? She said, "Trust me, we're leaving now." When we got to Atlanta, the traffic was horrible.
Well, no surprise there.
Nope.
It's always bad in Atlanta every day.
Nope. No surprise.
I mean, listen. We drove there on a Saturday. Keep that in mind. We drove there on a Saturday. You would think, my stupid behind would think, there was no traffic on Saturday in Atlanta. And boy, I was proven wrong the moment we crossed the bleeping state line.
Yep.
Oh boy.
85's bumper to bumper.
Oh my God.
Bumper to bumper. We had to drive 85 to get to Atlanta. When we crossed the state line from North Carolina into Georgia, yikes.
Bad. It's Michael
Bumper
Jackson.
to
Bad.
bumper to bumper to bumper to bumper.
Oh my gosh.
We
especially
crawled.
if you get between about within an hour of Atlanta, it is literally bumper to bumper.
Oh my God. That traffic nearly made me throw up. It was that bad.
That is bad.
That's
terrible.
It was that bad. Now, I am from Chicago. Chicago will always be home to me.
Right.
I've driven in Chicago traffic. I can deal with driving in Chicago traffic. I don't even want
I-90.
Oh God,
the doggone Dan Ryan.
with all the toll roads and everything.
55.
Oh my God.
Well, actually, 55 is probably the most tame, but whew.
55 is tame compared to what we saw in Atlanta.
Oh my. 55 is tame here in Chicago.
55 is tame. 94 is tame compared to what Jody and I saw in Atlanta.
Right.
And to think I wanted a picture of Mercedes-Benz Stadium, I looked at Jody and she looked at me and she said, "We're getting this rabbit. We're getting the hell out of here."
Which is almost in downtown Atlanta.
Right. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. That is
please. Good luck indeed. Good luck indeed, man. You won't catch me or Jody driving through Atlanta. Not a chance.
Nope.
You need to
Monday
go
to
see
get back to Carolina so
you
I can
need to
check
go
out a
see a Hornets game then.
Hurricanes game.
A Hornets game.
You talking about an inconsequential team? There you go.
There you go.
I did. Listen, I did a Hornets game.
The Cleveland
Granted,
Browns
it was for Spurs
NBA.
Radio because I was the statistician alongside Bill Shoney. That's exactly what they are.
Cleveland Browns.
That's exactly what they are. Now, the Hornets game that I covered in 2020. First of all, there were fans there. Thank the Lord for that. Second of all, I was with Spurs Radio. I can't tell you how many people were asking me, am I covering the Hornets? And to God, people were asking me if I was covering the Hornets, and I had a press pass on that clearly said Spurs Radio.
Oh, Spurs. So wait, they can sit there. They can read. I'm assuming they can read. You have something that says Spurs Radio. You're like, are you covering the Hornets?
Jay?
Yes.
Mr. Spivey?
Yes.
You can vouch for me on this. It happens.
Oh, it happens all the time.
That's crazy.
It happened to me. Happened to me last year at the not this past year, but last year at the NASCAR Clash.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh no. Oh no.
And that's not the first time this ever happened, but that was probably one of the worst I've seen.
Jeez.
They had my name on the list, but they had nowhere for me to sit. Well, we didn't get your name. Like, well, at the time I was the track rider for the stadium.
Right.
For the regular circuit over there.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, we had nowhere for you to sit. And they actually escorted me, acted like I was a criminal, upstairs where the photographers were. I wasn't allowed to sit with the regular reporters.
Snowman?
Because we had nowhere for you to sit.
Snowman?
They escorted me up there.
I have one name. I have one school name for Snowman. He's going to know exactly where I'm going with this. DePaul. Snowman had me do a game. It was a public league semifinals, I think.
Yes.
Now, mind you, it's blistering cold, Mr. Spivey. So I'm trying to get to DePaul.
And I was out of town.
Yeah, he was out of town. Get there. Now, Snowman told me, I got everything set up for you. They know you're coming. They should bring you right into the stadium, to the gym. Yep. You're good. I get there. I'm like,
I made that call to the folks in charge 1 week prior to the public league semifinals. Mm-hmm. When they told me it was at McGrath Arena, I called the arena. I called the folks in charge and tell them, look, Victor Locke is going to sit in for me because I have to go out of town. They confirmed it thrice. Victor, go ahead.
And he told me, do not call me unless it is an emergency. Well, the emergency happened because they told me simply, we don't know who you are. I'm like,
three times.
I am with ISN America. I am with Brian Snow. He says he's out of town. He said that you guys will be expecting me. We don't know who that is. Can you please check? Because I know Snowman. I know he's went and got everything checked and double checked. Can you please go? Now, I didn't call Snowman. He told me, do not call this emergency. Well, it's an emergency.
It sure
so
was.
I'm telling him what's going on. We're going through it. They came back. We don't know who ISNet is. We don't know who Brian Snow is. And we don't know who you are. I told him that. He said, Victor, I'm making a executive decision. Go home. So my hands are almost frostbitten. They left me outside. It's freezing cold. All for that.
God, it was bad.
And he said, I will deal with them on Monday. It is crazy how organizations cannot get media credentials correct. It's crazy.
Jay, didn't you have to deal with that with a holiday tournament this past year?
No, your boy did.
Oh.
No, it happened to him. I had.
It happened to him. Okay.
Everybody, there's a Christmas tournament every year here, a big boys basketball tournament every year, and there's a luncheon about a week and a half to 2 weeks before the tournament to announce to all the pairings for each team.
Right.
Well, I went and a couple other. I think it was mainly 2 people from the media there, myself and one other guy. Well, he didn't show up.
Yeah.
So there are 2 athletic directors in the county who were in charge of the tournament. And where I was going to be, the AD was there, and I said, could you please have us a media table? He said, yeah, I was already going to do that. So I was there for 3 days, had media tables right behind the baseline. This is a high school gym. I get there on Saturday. He's late. Now, he's supposed to be covering the whole thing.
Breaking every rule in the book here.
Well, he shows up in about midway through the second quarter of one of the games.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Then he puts his stuff. Now, there was a table there, probably enough for 3 people, but really 2. It's one of those fold-out white, one of those white tables.
Yeah. Like card tables, basically.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So I was already sitting there, and the other guy from the Winston-Salem Journal was sitting there as well. We were sitting there covering the game. He comes in late, puts his stuff on the table in front of me, stands in front of me,
right,
and clearly acts as if I'm supposed to move for him.
Right.
And I wasn't going to budge.
No, you were already there. You were there on time.
You better not.
To me, but not the other guy. He didn't do it to the other guy who sitting right next to me.
He did to you. Like
you had every reason to be there. Yeah, you were there. You were on time. You were present.
He left his stuff there, but he never said a word to me about this. But I knew what he was trying to do. He wanted me to leave.
Right.
So he went down to the other end of the baseline. He went down the other end of the baseline, the city county athletic director, the woman who's in charge of all the county schools. He went down to talk to her. And I'm guessing she told him to go sit on the other baseline because he picked up his stuff eventually and went to the other baseline on the other end of the basketball court.
Well, my question would have been, why are you late? That's my first question.
He didn't show up to the luncheon and didn't tell anybody he was coming. He never told anybody he was coming. He just showed up.
Oh, God.
I mean, with luncheons like
budging.
That, and
I was not budging. I was not budging.
You better. I'm glad you didn't budge. Well, with events like that, and the events that get bigger and bigger and bigger, i.e., the NBA World Championship Series, and I had a chance to see the Bulls playing 2 of them live, one at the stadium, one at the United Center. First of all, with luncheons like that, you need to be there early.
I'm gonna say, Snowman. What was it?
No, I'm not talking about the lunch. I'm talking about the game itself.
The game itself.
He didn't show up for lunch. He wasn't even at the lunch. He didn't show up for lunch.
Right.
You need to be at the luncheon for.
If you're going to cover said tournament, you need to be at luncheon.
What was our protocol?
Need to be at the luncheon.
What was our protocol for games, Snowman?
2 hours early.
At least.
2 hours early.
He shows up late in the middle of the second game.
Right.
You test equipment.
Yep.
For an all day event like that. You're there at least 2 hours early. You got to test equipment.
I'm almost surprised. I'm almost surprised that the woman he talked to, who I know very well, I'm almost surprised she didn't try to get me to move. But I wasn't budging.
No,
I'd arranged this at the luncheon long before the tournament started.
Like that, you were on time.
I was way in time.
I may need to make an appearance.
Actually, you were early, so it's like, again, to me, it would have been like, "Oh, you're late. You should go home. He can go home."
And I was covering one team. He was supposedly covering the whole tournament. That's 4 games. He was supposed to be there for 4 games. He shows up in the middle of the second quarter of the second game.
Oh my God.
No, unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Clearly,
we got to get out of here.
Wanted me to move. He clearly wanted me to move.
Right.
You don't put you don't put your stuff in front of somebody and stand in front of somebody when you're clearly trying to cover the game.
Right.
Oh my God.
The joys and the adventures.
You guys,
we got to get out of here. Jay Spivey doing. Well, I'm gonna share a story like that tomorrow. Jay Spivey joining us here on the program. Jay, thank you very much, my friend. Appreciate the time.
All right, guys.
May need to make an appearance at said tournament.
Oh no!
Find a way to pull it off too. Here.
That's what I was waiting for.
Good. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move, and always remember: if your dreams don't scare you, they are simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We are. We hope y'all are too. So long, everybody. Don't forget this week, the NBA World Championship Series, as well as the Stanley Cup Final on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network. And tonight, it's the White Sox and the Minnesota Twins, 7:40 for first pitch, 7:10 is our pregame Eastern Daylight Time. God bless y'all.